Alright, now let's talk about the different models in affiliate marketing. Now, I told you affiliate marketing is great, but there's actually multiple ways to become an affiliate marketer. And this particular system is going to focus on one of them, and I'm going to tell you why. The three different types of affiliate marketing that I like to talk about, and yes, there probably are more out there, but these are the three main ones. One is a PPC affiliate, and don't worry, I'm going to dive into each of these individually. Number two is what we call a review affiliate. And number three is what I call the email affiliate. Now, PPC affiliate. PPC stands for pay per click. In case you don't know what that is, it's a method you can buy advertising from a lot of places, but the main ones being Google, Yahoo, or MSN. You see, when you go to Google, Yahoo, or MSN, or any of these search engines, and you search for a keyword, many times on the right side or on the top or at the bottom, they have ads that are related to that keyword. Now those ads are ads that you can put up and you would pay per click. So it doesn't matter if your ad's shown 1,000 times, you just pay per click. You're essentially buying traffic. Now many times to be able to do this, there used to be a day you didn't even need a website. Now, with Google, you need a website today. You need more than a website, you need a lot. Now, with some of the other search engines, you can still kind of get away without having a website, but it's not that easy. It sounds easier, and you're going to see a lot of other products out there that talk about it. Believe me, not that easy. The biggest drawback with pay-per-click is it costs money out of your pocket. You got to be willing to pay per click. Now, you might be able to buy traffic at 5-10 cents a click, but when you got 1,000 clicks, that starts to add up. Bottom line is this. You need to be really knowledgeable and good at pay-per-click if you're going to make money from it. Now, there used to be a day 2 to 3 years ago when Google was just the best place to do this. You didn't have to be that smart. You could go in and start making money really quickly, okay? But those days are not here anymore. I have found some students to lose a small fortune with PPC. Now, look, I run PPC Classroom. That used to be one of my #1 properties, and it still is one of our best-selling products. But I don't want you to get into PPC without having taken the proper training. And I'm telling you honestly, the last year or so, the landscape of PPC has gotten a lot more competitive and a lot harder. The other problem I have with this is a lot of people will build a business purely off of pay-per-click. And then what happens is they wake up one morning and Google, for some reason, decided to shut down their account. Now, you can't really reason with Google half the time, okay? You can't. Once they shut down your account, they shut down your account. Imagine right now if you were making 20, 30, 100, even 5,000 a month. And all of a sudden you wake up one morning and they shut down your account. See, that's not a business. That's just an income stream, and it can go away at the snap of a finger. So that's my biggest concern with pay-per-click as a business model. By the way, you can also be buying pay-per-click on banners. I mean, it doesn't have to be little ads. There's a lot of different networks out there that will sell you per click on a banner click. Essentially, what you're doing is you're basically trading a click for an affiliate click. You're doing a thing called affiliate arbitrage. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but basically, you buy a click at a cheaper rate and you make more money on it. You essentially buy it cheap, sell it expensive. But the good thing here is you get very high quality traffic. So there is a positive. Don't get me wrong. There are tons of positives to pay-per-click. I've done a lot of it in my lifetime, and I have known people who have made millions and millions off of it. What I'm saying is I don't want you to start right now at pay-per-click. It's gotten much harder. So it's going to take a lot of training. It's very competitive, and it can cost money. Now, you can start with a few $100s, and in some cases that might be a lot of money. In some cases it might not be. It just depends on who you are. Bottom line is it requires money. I'm trying to get you started with less than $100. Now, a review affiliate. Okay? A review affiliate is someone who I say likes to write a product review, create a large website that becomes search engine optimized so that they get free traffic. A lot of times they use a blog. But basically they write a lot of content. They review a product or a service, they make a website around it, and they generally get free traffic through the search engines. Now, sounds great, right? And it is. But there's a problem with review affiliates too. First of all, it can take a lot of time to find traffic sometimes. Getting highly ranked in search engines is not a quick thing. And then again, you're relying on search engines. So if tomorrow morning Google changes their algorithms, you were on page 1 and all of a sudden you're nowhere to be found. So that's a little concerning. Again, you're basing your entire business on one company. The other thing is initially it's a little time consuming. You have to learn how to write good reviews. You basically have to be able to convince a reader to buy a product with your words. Now, for some people that comes naturally, for others it doesn't. You may very well be a great person to be a review affiliate. I still would argue that it might not be the best way to start. Now remember, I want you to become a full-rounded affiliate eventually. I'd love it if you were doing all 3, if not more types of affiliate marketing. But this product is not about that. This product is about getting you to start quickly within 3 days or so with $100 or less. Now we move on to an email affiliate, and as I like to say, this is where the money is at. Look, this is by far the easiest way to make money and the quickest, fastest way to grow quickly. There's a little thing I always like to say, it's like printing money, but legally. I'm not really going to tell you to print money. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have an email list of just 1,000 people. Wake up tomorrow morning and you're like, you know what? I need $300. I want to make another $300 because I really want to buy a new iPhone or, a new iPod Touch or whatever you want to buy. Well, as a review affiliate or even a PPC affiliate, you don't really have much you can do. You have to launch new review sites or you have to launch new PPC campaigns, but those could take days, if not weeks, before they start making money. Now, as an email affiliate, all you need to do is find a good product to promote, which we're going to show you exactly how to do. Write a quick little email, which I'm going to show you exactly how to do, and hit the send button. I promise you, within the course of the next 24 hours or so, you'll have the $300. That's why I say it's like printing money. Now, why is it the best? Bottom line is this. I want to put here, you only have assets as an email affiliate. You have no assets with another type of model. Like, think about it. As a PPC affiliate, what asset do you have? You're just trading traffic. That's why if Google shut you down tomorrow morning, you'd have no recourse. As a review affiliate, what if your data center, the place that hosts your site, lit on fire and everything went away? Where's your asset? Nothing. What if Google changes its algorithm? No asset. As an email affiliate, you have a great big business asset, something you could even pass on down generations or eventually one day sell, sell it off and make a ton of money. You have your email list. You have a database of people's emails. Google can shut you down tomorrow, change their algorithms, stop their PPC. But guess what you still have? You still have your email list. See, this is what I talk about when I say an asset. Your list is your asset. In a normal business, an offline business, your customers, your products or your service, those are your assets. As an email affiliate, a list is your asset. So, I'm going to keep this simple. I think I've convinced you enough that an email affiliate is the best way to go. The rest of it, just trust us. Again, I want to re-emphasize, I'm not saying that PPC or a review affiliate is bad. All I'm purely saying is I want you to start as an email affiliate and go from there.